morning, CSL. I hope everybody's doing lovely today. Let's welcome our guest musicians, Christina Gilbert and Ivan on drums today. Let's all please stand and sing our first song, Spirit is in this place.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale. I'm Pat Handley Johnson, and I'm your presider today. Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you so much. That feels really wonderful. I'm supposed to be welcoming you. So it's very good to see so many of you here today in our sacred sanctuary. I know the room is filled to see and hear our beautiful and beloved Jeannie Looper Smith. She's going to talk to us about storytelling. She's a pro at it. A very warm welcome to those of you who have joined us online as well. We know you have a choice to tune in to cartoons or CSL, and we're glad you chose CSL. And to those of you who are new, very first time here at the Spiritual Center, we have a gift for you. Mala beads that you can use in your spiritual practice when you pray or when you meditate, or like me, you can adorn yourself with them. Wear them as jewelry. Please let us know who you are and register at the guest services desk, which is in our lobby, and there you can pick up your mala beads. Here at CSL, we have an intention statement. It reminds us who we are and how to be present in the world. I would love for us to stand if you are able, and then after we say it together, to greet your neighbor with a hello, a handshake, or a namaste. So CSL, who are we? A diverse spiritual community dedicated to growth, healing, and service.
Good morning again, CSL. Please welcome our guest singer, Christina Gilbert.
Lead me to the light. Lead me to the light. Help me to make it through. Lead me into the light. Make my eyes to see all that I could be. Help me to see it through. Lead me into the light. Turn my night to day. Take the hurt away. Help me to be with you. Lead me into the light.
Thank you.
The light it is. CSL family, good morning. How wonderful to see you all this morning. Thank you for being with us. We're going to have a fantastic service this morning. I'm certain of it. So we begin with our value. Center for Spiritual Living Fort Lauderdale is guided by 7 core values. They are love, healing, oneness, abundance, spiritual growth, service, and diversity. Each week we highlight one of these values to keep it to the forefront of our consciousness, and today we're focused on spiritual growth. The idea of spiritual growth as a core value is not new to me. My community in North Carolina had spiritual growth as their number 1 value. Number 2 was love. So I've been knowing this for a lot of years, although I do have to tell you something. The truth is that we can't grow spiritually. What? We can't, because we're already perfect, whole, and complete as spirit. We can't be more spiritual than we are right now. What we can do is become more aware of our spiritual nature. That we can definitely do. And when we do, we actually become more aware of everything in our lives, and we live differently. The great Indian avatar, Sai Baba, was once asked why he could do all the amazing things that he was able to do. And he told the questioner that the difference is that the questioner thinks he's God, and Sai Baba knows he's God. Ooh. So that's where we're headed. We want to know that we are the divine presence. And when we do, individually, our lives get infinitely better. And the day will come when we, as a species, will all know the truth of who we are. And then there will truly be peace and harmony on earth. And so it is. Thank you.
wide awake. I'm wide awake.
Yeah, I was in the dark. I was falling hard with an open heart.
I'm wide awake.
How did I read the stars so wrong?
I'm wide awake.
And now it's clear to me that everything you see ain't always what it seems.
I'm wide awake.
Yeah, I was dreaming for so long. I wish I knew then what I know now. Wouldn't dive in, wouldn't bow down. Gravity hurts, you made it so sweet. Till I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud nine, crashing from the high, letting go tonight. I'm falling from cloud nine.
I'm wide awake.
Not losing any sleep, I picked up every piece and landed on my feet.
I'm wide awake.
Need nothing to complete myself.
I'm wide awake.
Yeah, I am born again, out of the lion's den. I don't have to pretend.
And it's too late.
The story's over now, the end. I wish I knew then what I know now. Wouldn't dive in, wouldn't bow down. Gravity hurts, you made it so sweet. Till I woke up on the concrete, falling from cloud nine.
It was out of the blue. I'm
Crashing from the high, letting go tonight.
I'm letting you go. I'm
Falling from cloud nine.
I'm wide awake.
Thunder rumbling, castles crumble.
I'm wide awake.
I am trying to hope. Oh,
I'm wide awake.
God knows that I tried seeing the bright
I'm
side,
wide awake.
but I'm not blind anymore.
I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
Falling from cloud nine.
It was out of the blue. I'm
Crashing from the high, I'm letting go tonight.
yeah, I'm letting you go.
I'm falling from cloud nine. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake. I'm wide awake.
That was brilliant. Thank you, Christina and Maylin. I actually suggested that song to Antonio, and I didn't know if he'd take that well, but he did. And here we got the song. I love it. Thank you. Thank you guys, too. Good work. One more time. Let's thank them. Hold on to your seats. Here comes an introduction of our speaker. Jeannie Looper Smith learned early on in life that being a high school homecoming queen wasn't a viable profession. So she moved on from high school royalty, tiaras, and corsages to her higher calling. Her life focused on raising a family, then she moved into the world of real estate. But her real passion was writing and speaking. So she unleashed her inner wordsmith, spinning tales of growing up in America in the 1950s and 60s in a monthly newspaper column that ran for 12 years. Jeannie assembled those words of wisdom into a book she titled Retro Road Trip, Taking the Long Way Home, available on Amazon. You're welcome. Now she's completing a second literary feast composed of her more recent essays. She's also a master of crafting creative eulogies and facilitating death over dessert workshops, both of which you'll hear about today. Jeannie's spiritual journey reads like a choose-your-own-adventure novel, with pit stops in New Thought as a child, then a detour through fundamental Christianity. Bless you. And a rediscovery of New Thought and Science of Mind at Center for Spiritual Living, Kansas City, and finally landing here at Center for Spiritual Living, Fort Lauderdale, 7 years ago. She has been in service here as a board member for 6 years and has welcomed many of you on Sunday mornings as a presider. And she's also been a frequent speaker from this dais. With a resume as colorful as her anecdotes, get it out right, and stories, she's not just our speaker today, she's CSL Fort Lauderdale family. Please welcome the one and only Jeannie Looper Smith.
Thank you. Thank you. Everyone should have a handsome son to escort them on the stage so that I don't fall on my face. Good morning, CSL family. You know, I was scheduled to deliver this talk on February 4th when The Power of Myth by Joseph Campbell was our book of the month. But life was lifing, and I was unable to be on the platform that morning. So in line with what my talk is all about today, even though Joseph Campbell's book is no longer in the spotlight, I'm not editing him out, and I'm rather doing a bit of a rewrite. So, take number 2. In the whimsical world of human existence, Joseph Campbell's insights from the book, The Power of Myth, serve as a trusty guide through the maze of our inner journey, a journey filled with unexpected plot twists, dramatic monologues in the shower, and occasional bouts of existential confusion. Much like stumbling actors in a cosmic movie comedy, we may not always know our lines, but we are still the ones holding the script and the popcorn. In 1985, when I was 38, I was a wife, a mother of 3 high school teenagers, and I was swimming in the deep end of the fundamental Christianity pool. It was then that I was introduced to Joseph Campbell through his PBS series with Bill Moyers, filmed at George Lucas's Skywalker Ranch. Joseph Campbell, with his stories about myth that are found in so many cultures and religious paradigms, was instrumental in my beginning to come out of that fundamental pool and dry off from its doctrine and dogma. Campbell argued that Christianity, with its literal interpretation of the Bible, often conflates stories, myth, and metaphor with historical or scientific truth, and that their symbolic and metaphorical meanings and universal themes of transformation and spiritual awakening can be missed. Joseph Campbell also noted the parallels between the movie Star Wars and the classic hero's journey. He made it quite clear that we're all on a hero's journey, and I believe that we are too. And spoiler alert, we discover on that journey that in the end, what we are looking for is not outside of us, but was inside of us all along. And well, that would have been helpful info to have early on. Campbell believed that myths and stories like Star Wars, the making of which he greatly influenced, resonate deeply with our human experiences and tap into universal truths about the human condition. Picture it, us in a spiritual safari hat, wielding a whip of wisdom, digging deep into the treasure trove of the human psyche, navigating the uncharted territory of our own minds, and encountering strange creatures called thoughts and emotions. Sometimes we stumble upon buried treasure chests of insight, and other times we trip and fall over the stories we've concocted. Joseph Campbell spoke about diving into our inner world through introspection, meditation, and self-reflection. He believed that each of us is like a mystery box waiting to be opened, full of surprises, and containing a deep well of wisdom. Campbell, the myth maestro, orchestrates a whimsical mixing of the inner journey and reinventing our stories, where we dream up fresh tales about our lives and toss out our tired old scripts. So cue the dramatic music and prepare for some plot twists. I became a paid writer and storyteller rather late in my life, but we all are storytellers, and we start out early. How do we take charge of our stories, sometimes writing a new one? How do we direct the narrative and assume the starring role? Stay tuned for some answers. For those of you who know me and through the years have heard my core value and Sunday talks here at CSL, know that I use storytelling to present our Science of Mind principles, and that I endeavor to be authentic and vulnerable and use humor when I do. I mean, how often have you heard about breasts in a core value talk? Well, in one of mine you have. And you'll hear about breasts again today. Buckle up, friends. We're hopping aboard the New Thought Science of Mind Express, where our inner world and storytelling reign supreme in the wacky world of our existence. Consider this. The stage is set, and guess who's in charge? Dang it, it's us. We're not just actors in this cosmic comedy. We're also the script writers, directors, and producers of our own blockbuster life story. So what about our thoughts, beliefs, and actions that go into our production? They are the magic wands we wave to conjure up our very own roller coaster ride of emotions, from joy to despair and everything in between. Here's the kicker, CSL family. We're not just here for some cheesy rom-com. Oh no, we signed up for the full package. The drama, the tears, the triumphs, and the face plants, all wrapped up with a messy bow in this production called life. I believe we're here to embrace the full range of our human experience, the laughter and the tears, the victories and the defeats, as integral chapters of the epic saga of our soul's evolution. But let's talk about those tough experiences, the plot twists that hit us like a thunderbolt, the scenes of heartbreak and struggle that test the very fabric of our being. In the realm of science of mind teaching, we understand that even in those darkest moments, there is a seed of transformation waiting to blossom. As the co-creators of our own reality, we can reclaim our power as storytellers to reinterpret those moments through the lens of wisdom and growth. We have the power to rewrite the script, to eventually pivot from despair to possibility, from fear to confidence, from victimhood to empowerment. We can choose, after some processing and healing time, to see adversity not as a roadblock, but as a catalyst for transformation. By shifting our perspectives and understanding that challenges are part of the unfolding story of our lives, we can realize that every heartache, without minimizing its impact, is a subplot in the narrative of our personal development and evolution. And let's not forget our role as director, guiding the action, shaping the scenes, and infusing our story with depth and meaning. Through intention and visualization, we can set the stage for magic to unfold, summoning the creative forces of the universe to collaborate through us in manifesting our greatest desires. But perhaps most importantly, we must embrace our role as producers, stewards of our narrative, guardian of our own destiny. With each thought we think, each word we speak, each action we take, we are creating the world we inhabit and shaping our story in the process. Like many of you, I've faced my share of challenges and experiences, some difficult ones. My childhood was shadowed by the toxicity of my parents' marriage and the mature situations that they exposed me to at a very early age. I had fascinating parents who were new thought proponents. And I had a childhood that included intellectual endeavors and a wonderful cultural life filled with travel, great hotels and restaurants, music, theater, and art. But there was also the presence of my parents' tumultuous marriage. So the whole experience was kind of a yay, boo. As a child, their epic battles left me feeling that I wasn't safe in my own home. I often felt invisible and unloved because my mother and father did not shield me, in fact, didn't even see me when they were lost in the terrifying verbal fights that played out in front of me and my siblings with regularity. I've had marriages end, even though as a young woman, the thought of divorce was not stored in my hope chest. That's a cultural reference from the 1950s and 60s, symbolic of girls and women planning for marriage. Hope chests were stocked full of practical items like towels, sheets, table linens, and of course, our dreams for the future. I've had some epic childhood performance fails, some not of my own making, and I created a story early on that it's dangerous to get up in front of people, causing me not to have my voice for decades. And fun fact, our science of mind teaching was foundational in turning that story on its end and has me very much having my voice and standing up here in front of you today. "13 years ago, I experienced a breast cancer diagnosis that had my mortality sitting on my face really for the first time. You've heard me say, some of you in the past, that I don't have cancer, and cancer doesn't have me. The American Cancer Society has cancer, and they can keep it. And that's the truth. Recently, I've experienced some challenges that have me refocusing on my supercharged wellness journey and the knowledge that our bodies have an amazing capacity to heal. At 77 years of age, I'm aware that I'm in the autumn, or maybe the winter, of my life. I'm experiencing the death of family members, close friends, and classmates. And each departure is profound and brings its own sense of grief, pain, and loss. In this stage of life, I've wrestled with bouts of what I call last time-itis. It's that nagging question, like, what if this conversation I'm having with you here at CSL today, or a holiday gathering with my husband, my children, and grandsons, is the last one I have? I'm not a believer in doing a spiritual bypass on any of the challenging situations that occur in our lives. When gut-wrenchers occur, let's not deny the difficult story or distract from the feelings and emotions that occur as a result. Instead, let's first go within and sit and grieve and honor our feelings, our emotions, our pain, until we're ready to move forward in our healing process. When I got hit with the ultimate plot twist, the breast cancer diagnosis, 13 years ago, off I went to surgery to bid adieu to the lumps that had decided to crash the party in both my breasts. I warned you up front. The surgeon, armed with a scalpel and determination, removed the lumps and saved at least some of my breasts. And he also aimed to save my left nipple like it was the last slice of pizza at a party. But the nipple had other plans and made a break for it, leaving that breast with its surgical stitching looking like something an NFL quarterback would throw downfield. I mourned the assault on my body, which now had been dramatically altered, and the experience for a time altered how I saw myself. It triggered all sorts of questions about my femininity and sexual attractiveness as a woman. And damn it, I permitted myself to feel the full range of those feelings and the hitchhiking emotions that came along for the ride. But at my first post-surgery appointment, I walked into the surgeon's office with a plan to alleviate with a little humor, at least in part, some of the trauma I had endured. Before the appointment, I purchased the largest happy face sticker I could find. And when the surgeon peeled back my hospital gown to check how I was healing, there it was. A gigantic happy face smiley face sticker on my breast, grinning back at him. Everyone burst into laughter. The doctor, the nurse, and me. The doctor said no patient had ever done anything like that. But you know, after some time, who says you can't slap a happy face sticker on some of life's curveballs? In that moment, still grieving, with lots of fear, laughter was proof that humor could be part of the healing. So, when we're dealing with something challenging and difficult, how do we use our science of mind principles? We reframe adversity as a plot twist. I'm not saying difficult events are pleasant. Sometimes they're absolutely awful. But instead of seeing them as total roadblocks, view them after some time, feeling all the feels, ultimately as opportunities for growth, personal evolution and empowerment. And our challenges can connect us more deeply to all of humanity. Sprinkle affirmations like confetti. Think of them as your daily dose of verbal vitamins. Shower yourself with affirmations like, I'm tougher than a stale biscuit, or I attract good vibes and love like a magnet in a junkyard. Remember that spirit has a quirky sense of humor too. Practice the law of mental equivalence. Visualize your desired outcome so vividly that even the universe does a double take. Cultivate an attitude of gratitude and maybe even add a side of fries. When life serves up lemons as the main entree, ask for a side of gratitude fries. Express gratitude for the strength we gain, the wisdom we acquire, and the connections we forge during challenging times. Embrace the principle of oneness. Recognize that we are connected with the infinite intelligence of the universe. We are a unique blend of spirit, stardust, and sass. Remember, we're the star of the show, and we're one with all creation. So let's dance into the perfection of who we are. Okay, let's reframe and flip the script on some of my difficult situations that I've just shared with you and the stories I created about them. Seeing them now through the lens of time and transformation. The challenges I faced during my childhood, which were often frightening, led me to a belief that I was unlovable and unseen, which was not true, and a belief that I healed. And in healing, I forgave my parents for not creating a safe space for me when I was growing up. They too had their own wounding. Yet, it was these very experiences that fueled my deep desire to create a nurturing environment for my own children, two who sit right there on the front row. My aim, among others, was for them to feel loved and safe in their home and to be able to invite their friends and welcome them into their home, something I could rarely do. My marriages may resemble a romance novel with multiple chapters, where I've had 3 great loves, and I've been the lover and the loved in return. I've dared to open my heart more than once, and I have 3 remarkable scene-stealing children from one of the early chapters of my relationship that lasted 25 years, a long chapter. You can't say I'm an early ender. It's the knowledge that relationships that end aren't failures. I can let go of the guilt and pain from my past relationships, recognizing that they led to significant personal growth. Regardless of my partner's involvements in the endings, I acknowledge what I've learned and how I would approach some things differently today. Maybe past loves are a bit like tenacious houseplants. They may change pots and locations and wilt a bit now and then, but with a little care and attention and intention, they can grow into something new and unexpected. When I find myself across the table from my former husband, the father of my children, at family gatherings, I can't help but see that without our marriage, none of the people I love most in the world, not my fabulous grown-up kids, not my special son-in-law, or my 5 rock star grandsons, and not my stunning new granddaughter-in-law, would be at that table, sharing love and laughter. So nope, there's no failure there. The diagnosis of cancer, although not something I would have chosen, ignited my path to wellness, leading me to embrace healthier eating, to listen to my body, to prioritize self-care, to establish healthy boundaries after a long pattern of people-pleasing, and to confront areas in my life that needed healing, both emotionally and physically. While Western medicine has, for some time, labeled my condition as stage 4 metastatic breast cancer, my body knows nothing about stages of cancer and isn't impressed with them. That's medical terminology. Instead, what I do have is stage 4 magic making. And through it all, I have a great appreciation for every moment in life. My missing nipple never returned home. But I transformed the fearful story I'd concocted about my body with the realization that although I certainly live in a body, I'm so much more than a body. We all are. And I am still sexy as hell, nipple or not. The essence of sexiness resides in the brain and the heart, not in the boob. Yes, as I age, I am increasingly aware of my mortality, but I'm learning to transform the fears of last times into an ally. Rather than dreading endings, I'm holding on to each precious moment, and I refuse to lose it by worrying about it being maybe a last one. I can relish each experience, knowing how precious it is, and live it full tilt boogie. Consequently, I am dedicated to engaging in conversations that matter, to say what I need to say and want to say, and showering my loved ones and friends with I love yous over and over again. Knowing that life is fragile ignited a fresh take for me on living and dying. I host Death Over Dessert gatherings where we talk about the taboo topics of death and dying, a conversation largely avoided in our culture. And we explore how embracing our mortality informs how we want to live and die. In my writing journey, I've found great joy in crafting creative eulogies that vividly depict a person's life, avoiding a resume-like feel. These eulogies capture the essence, the fun, and complexity of each person's unique story. So, fellow storytellers and time travelers, it is possible to rewrite our stories, to shine the spotlight on new stories and new scenes with new interpretations, and to remember, in the end, CSL family, and with a nod to Joseph Campbell, the greatest story ever told is the one we write with our own lives. Stories of love, of connection, of perseverance, of growth and transformation, and of infinite possibility. So, storytellers, take out the pen of divine inspiration and write and rewrite your own magnificent script of the great adventure of your life story and hero's journey. When your story's made into a movie, I'll buy the popcorn. And CSL family, I love you. Okay.
We are such kindred spirits, Jeannie. You speak of breasts, and I mentioned scrotum a couple of weeks ago. It's all good. Wasn't that amazing? So let's go inward and reflect on these beautiful, wise thoughts that Jeannie has brought to us.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around me. In and through me. As me. In and through me. As me. God is all around me.
You are the scriptwriter of your life. Can you commit right now to yourself for a wonderful rewrite of that script? Can you see yourself as the hero of your journey? Being the hero means you're the producer, the writer, the director, the stage designer, the star performer, and the critic. Let's give ourselves a new script that we give to the law of spirit to become the reality of our lives. Let's recognize that our challenges are our wake-up call to live this life full out, to do it the way Jeannie invites us to do it, allowing it all to be good, all to be God. Think on these things. Only good can come to those who awaken to their spiritual magnificence. This is the truth of life. And so it is.
Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day, every day, every day, every day. God is all around, and I'm thankful. And so it is, and I'm thankful, and so it is. God is all around me.
Thank you, Spirit. So it is.
Good morning again, CSL. We are still celebrating Women's History Month, so we're going to do another song for Women's History Month. With Christina, join me. Now there was a time when they used to say that behind every great man there used to be a great woman. But in these times of change, you know it's no longer true. So we're coming out of the kitchen, 'cause there's something we forgot to say to you. And sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet, and ringing on their own bells.
Now this is a song to celebrate, yeah, the conscious liberation of the female state. Mothers and daughters and their daughters too, woman to woman, we're singing with you, yeah. Sisters are doing it for themselves, standing on their own 2 feet, ringing on their own bells. standing on their own 2 feet, ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Come on, standing on their own 2 feet, ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Standing on their own 2 feet, ringing on their own bells. Sisters are doing it for themselves.
Good day at CSL Fort Lauderdale, eh? Yeah. All right, it's time for our ushers to receive our gifts and tithes. At CSL Fort Lauderdale, we practice the law of circulation by knowing that what we give is returned to us, multiplied abundantly. We want to acknowledge our TPL, that's the Prosperous Life members who have committed their ongoing support for this center. If you'd like to become a TPL member, please visit our guest services in the lobby for more information. Those of you who are watching online, I want to talk to you for just a moment. Congratulations, you managed to do this in your pajamas. But that doesn't mean it wouldn't serve you as a statement within your consciousness that you've gotten something today, to go to the CSL website or app, to click on the donation button, and to support this center from home. It will help you more than you know. So we begin with this, knowing the truth, that Spirit is in the midst of it all, and that our giving is a natural flow of that energy of Spirit through everything that we think, say, and do. And so it is.
There was a time in my life I thought I had to do it all by myself. I didn't know the grace of God was sufficient. I didn't know the love of God was at hand. But now I can say, few are discouraged, struggling just to make it through another day. You've got to let it go, let it all go. This is what you had to say. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in my spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God.
Yes, these are the baskets. And yes, they contain everything that you've brought and given to this center today, in a way. These baskets will be taken, the money will be counted, It'll be deposited into the center's bank account. But that's just part of what's going on. The other part is that there is an essence of this, of you, that stays in this room. It's everywhere here, all between the walls, the ceiling, the floor. The entire space is filled with you because you love this place and you believe in it and you support it financially and spiritually. That's a good thing. It's a good thing that we can do this. It makes our lives work better. So thank you and bless you for who you are and what you give. Thank you. Invite Pat back up for announcements.
Microphone. Jeannie, thank you. You talked a lot about magic today, and I want to say one of the things I love most about CSL is that the magic doesn't stop after this beautiful Sunday service. Throughout the week, there are courses and activities and events designed especially for you. Let me tell you about a few of them that are happening. The first one is Easter is just 1 week away. It was the first time that Michael and I came to CSL was Easter Day. It was full of color and life and joy. Very special moment for us. We've come back almost every single Sunday. Today, next Sunday, we're celebrating with the extravaganza. For the children, there will be a traditional Easter egg hunt and games and crafts in the community center afterwards. But don't think it's just for adults, because I know that each and every one of you wants to have your picture taken with our very own resident Easter Bunny, right? And I wonder if you all know who it's going to be. Todd? Any other guesses? No, not me. Well, we'll find out. We'd love to fill the space up with lots and lots of children. So bring your own, bring your grandchildren, your neighbors' children, any children from the community. All you need to do is register. The event is free, but register so we know how many baskets to prepare. And don't forget the Easter bonnet contest. Let's have fun digging into our own creativity and seeing what we can come up and bring up to wear on our heads. You just might be the one to win the $100 gift card. Tomorrow evening is the full moon meditation. It's taking place at 6:30 in Pompano, at Pompano Beach. You will meet other CSLers there, and you can find them at the lifeguard station number 3 next to the Pompano Peach Pier. Pier. It's those French fries. You got me going. The donation is $11. And the final activity for the week is an invitation to the Gay Men's Retreat. I love the theme, Embrace and Rise. It's a journey to authenticity and healing. It's facilitated by the dynamic duo of Reverend Skip Jennings and Dr. Chris Michaels. The retreat will take place at CSL here next Saturday, April 6th. It begins at 10 and goes all the way to 6 p.m. And I don't think you want to miss 1 minute of the event. It costs $99, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be worth every penny. Spaces are limited, so be sure to register to ensure your space and have the opportunity to grow into your more authentic and empowered self. Thank you, everyone. It's been wonderful being your presider today. We'll see you later.
Oh. Okay. Now I'm a roadie. There we go. Let's have our practitioners and ministers come up on the stage. And while they're doing that, Jeannie, why don't you come back up here and share our affirmation for the day, being as it's yours.
All right, as I said, Spirit has a quirky sense of humor also. So today, for our verbal vitamins, you're getting a BOGO. Buy one, get one. I'm tougher than a stale biscuit. I attract good vibes and love like a magnet in a junkyard. And so it is.
So it is. All right. Why don't you join these people back here?
I'd love to.
That's great. Good deal. Next week, Easter, we're talking about High Holy Days. So come join us for that, absolutely. So let's stand, we'll do a closing prayer, and then we'll sing. So knowing that the presence of the One is right here, right now, that it dwells inside each one of us in its entirety, that we are here to celebrate that in our lives, and we've done it well. With the message we received from Jeannie, from these beautiful songs that we've heard and sung, for all the good that has come, we are lifted up into a brighter, clearer, more wonderful future. And by letting this be, life continues to get better and better. This is the truth. We let it be. And so it is. And we sing.
Please join us in singing This Is My Wish.
This is my wish for the world. The peace will find its way to every boy and girl. This is the time for harmony. Let love be the song that everybody sings. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Whoa, whoa, yeah. Peace on earth. Oh, yeah. Peace on earth. Fill the air with joyful noise. Ring the bells and raise your voice. Let there be peace on earth. Peace on earth. Lift your light and let it shine. Shine, shine, shine. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on earth. Let every voice be heard. Let there be peace on